All right, everyone. So we're starting the second half of our weekly Sunday Night Bites stream. So far, I caught the biggest fish I've ever had, and then I caught a bunch of other really cool fish. A big trophy spotted bass. It's a good fishing night so far. I got to continue to do shout-outs because a lot of contributions are coming in. We got a $1.50 anonymous tip. He said, I cannot speak for everyone, but I can't wait for the Earthbound playthrough. I think the reason it's memorable and classic is because it feels like an epic journey. I agree. It's also one of the more unique RPGs out there, being set in modern times, but still being turn-based and having combat similar to games like Dragon Quest, but it's just a different vibe. The game, the writing, the jokes, the world design, the character design, it's just unique as hell. And that's why I really like Earthbound, and I hope I can get to it, you know, maybe as early as next week. We'll see. Okay? Okay. Okay, I've done all the shout-outs. We can continue. Good. All right, let's continue. Let's just, like I said, I want to stay here. We're doing so good with these fish, I don't want to move. I want to stay right here and just keep fishing right here. We got a ton. Oh! Derek, why did the pictures shock you in the Turtles collection? You said some of the pictures shocked him. Why did they shock him? What was shocking about those? And by the way, I should say, we are now $66, 2/3 of the way to hitting our $100 tips goal, which means, oh, come on. Can't hook the damn thing. Which means our fisherman's hat and a new lure added to the hat for this week, which would be excellent. We have 4 brand new ones from a donation that are lined up and ready to go, and I would love to add one tonight for you guys. Yes, Jade, I'll be playing Velma in Multiverses on Tuesday, considering that, sadly, Gizmo was now delayed. Yes. Josh says, do I have the most videos on YouTube? I would say this. I don't have any evidence. I don't think anyone's counting. But I am likely the most prolific, consistent YouTuber. And what I mean by that is I've made the most videos over the most consistently long period of time than anyone else. There's YouTubers who literally back in the day would sit there and put 1-second videos out. Why? I don't know. They were crap. But they probably want to say, oh, I want to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most videos or whatever. All right? But that's not going to be me. There's going to be people with hundreds of thousands of videos, but they're crap. You know? As a one-man show, as a person who uploads meaningful content to a channel, you know, that people watch and it's ongoing content, probably I'm the man who's made the most videos, individual videos. I would like to think that. And especially hours, the length, the amount. Because here's the thing. You can look at a business like Machinima or one of those networks from back in the day. And what they were a repository for people to dump their videos, get those businesses to put ads on them and make money. Okay? They were a way to get their content noticed. So they weren't making the content. They were just re-uploading everyone else's content to their channels because they had permission to do so. I'm sure those channels were adding an insane amount of content to their channel in a day. I was too, but can I compete with 100 people uploading to Machinima in one day? Of course I can't, you know. But if you look at hours of content, I might be up there, man, because every day, right? Every freaking day, I was uploading like some 8+ hours. Insane amounts of content at the very least. You know, ever since 2011, when I started doing this full-time as a job, so 11 years ago, every freaking day, you can basically, you can expect, you know, that much content. A crazy amount. Okay? Lue, by the way, more tips are coming in. Oh, shit. Cool. More tips are coming in. Super chats are coming in. Oh, my God. Thank you guys for your support. Oh, crap. I thought I had this thing and I didn't get them. Let me get them and then I'll answer these questions and shout these out. A big old fish. It's another regular bass, right? So let's see here. 2 super chats, 2 tips. First of all, Luay, L-U-A-Y, did a $5 super chat and says the following. I wish that you had made that reaction video to John and Howard years ago, because I took 7 years to make it. I had disdain for you because of them, and it all started there. I can't believe what you went through after watching that. I'm sorry. You don't have to apologize. It is what it is. And this is the problem with the internet, is that a lot of the times you get one side, or you get a distorted view of what's really going on, and you believe it is fact. How many people today listen to people who just constantly rail on me, defamatory, slanderous things about me that are not true? They're based on a little nugget of truth that's just twisted and turned into something that's not true. The John and Howard video was their opportunity to air their grievances with me from their perspective. But what they said wasn't necessarily 100% truth. It was a twist on the truth or a perspective on the truth. When I add my own perspective, all of a sudden a different picture forms, right? And this is what the problem with the internet is if you only have one side talking, right, you'll never know what's actually the truth. Now, in regards to the John Howard video, why did I wait so long? I'll tell you why. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, because actually when I heard they made it, it actually hurt me so badly, I couldn't watch it right away. Those guys, I consider, especially John. Howard, not so much. John, I considered my closest friend in life for many years. And to know that he had participated in and even said or at least condoned some of the things that were said in that video was incredibly hurtful to me. So I couldn't even just watch it at first because I already was kind of at a very stressful and messed up time in my life. And to know that he had done that, I just couldn't deal with it. So it took me a while. It took me a long while to actually watch that video in its entirety to begin with, okay? And then I was like, you know, it was what it was. By the time that I watched it, it wasn't like everything for me had ended on the internet. It was like, okay, maybe there were some people who were fans of both of us, and now they don't like me anymore. And they moved on. But the thing is, there's people who equally were still fans of mine, who maybe only watched my stuff, didn't really care so much about the co-op stuff, or maybe they weren't watching the Rambo stuff. And when I started doing things a little differently, when I moved out here to Washington, I also got a lot of new viewers and followers as well. So it wasn't like, oh, because that video came out, it was the end of me on the internet. So why even bother addressing it? What positive thing was to come out of that at the time? I also knew those guys still had an internet presence. And I knew that if I had responded to it in any way, it likely would have hurt them even further. I felt like the fact they had made that video definitely was a way of them saying, we want nothing to do with this guy anymore. So, you know, why would I further the feud or the argument? In fact, if you watch in that video, they even say, oh, watch, now he's going to come back at us, and maybe this is his attempt at trolling because he wanted us to make this video, so now he can go back, and he wanted to make drama content out of that. It couldn't have been further from the truth. That wasn't the case. I didn't want to make drama content, but that's what they thought, I guess. So why would I feed right into that? So I said, fuck it. And now here's someone like you, years later, you got my perspective on it, and you're like, oh shit, that's the full story. Yeah. And that sucks because that's life. I wish the people on the internet were more like that. Instead of just hearing one perspective or one story or one video. That's not the end-all, be-all of the situation. There could be a lot going on there. And, you know, it sucks that there's some people who are just so easy to ridicule and so easy to make snap judgments and so easy to just jump on negativity when that might not be what's really going on. So I appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate that you took the time to watch the react all these years later and see the full picture. The Cat did a $5 super chat. Well, good evening, The Cat. He said, what's your favorite alcohol? I saw somewhere you like gin. Roku gin's my favorite Japanese gin. You should try it. Never had it. And gin is not my favorite. This is a running meme with my haters and detractors. They think that because, I guess back in the day in my videos, they used to see I used to have a bottle of Tanqueray lying around sometimes when I went on vacation and stuff. So they were always like, oh, all he does is drink gin all day. No. In reality, today, if I were to drink, I'd probably have like some kind of a mixed drink when I'm out. A Mai Tai. A margarita. You know, every once in a while I'd have a gin and tonic, but maybe like a Moscow Mule or something more than that. I very rarely drink gin, if at all. I haven't actually had gin. I'd probably say, you know, about a year and a half to 2 years, I haven't had a single drip of gin. Maybe randomly I bought a drink when I was out with my wife once of gin. That was it. It's just their dumb running meme that's just not based on any fact. They're just idiots. That food guy did a super chat. He said, do you support the Israelis or the Palestinians? I don't care. I'm not a political guy, and I don't know about the situation, and I'm not commenting on it. Nice try, but thank you for the super chat. Okay. Now on to tips, because the tips are affecting the goal for tonight. An anonymous tipper to me $4.20. It says, will you ever play a classic Valve game like Half-Life 1 and 2? I did. I played Half-Life 2 and its expansions, so I played all of that. It's all live on DSPGaming. You can watch it whenever you want. Half-Life 1, I played Black Mesa, but I only played it to a certain point because it was unfinished when I played it 10 years ago, and I never went back and played it again. So there you go. Would I ever, if people wanted me to do it? Yes. John Rambo, the fake Rambo, tipped another $1.50. He says, can you stream From Software games? The games are universally loved, played. You'll get a lot of viewers. Been there, done that. Played every single one of the Dark Souls style games that they put out. And probably the next From Software project I would do is doing a New Game Plus run in Elden Ring so that I can prepare for their upcoming DLCs coming out and have my character ready to play it whenever it comes out. But we don't know about that yet, so. Okay. X-Shooter says, gin is disgusting. Some gin is absolutely disgusting. Absolutely, some gin is disgusting. Depends. Like, there's good gin that has botanicals and other good flavors in it. That's very aromatic and tastes pretty good, especially in a mixed drink. And then there's some gin that you're swallowing needles. It's disgusting. You know, it depends on the quality. You got to get the good quality stuff. Okay. Did I snag? I snagged. Derek says, when I look at K-pop DSP on YouTube, I find Slayer's videos, but they're on another channel, like someone re-uploaded them. Hey, that's the thing on Patreon. If someone pays me to do a react video, that's their property. They can upload it if they want. Then sadly, they got to deal with all the same shit that I deal with. If someone illegally rips and steals their shit and decides to re-upload it, you know, it's on them if they want to try to, you know, do anything with that, copyright or whatever. You know me, I don't bother with that shit. But, yeah, if it's just illegally ripped and there's nothing added to it, that is illegal. That's theft, you know. How old was I when I first tried alcohol? My dad let me have a sip of his Budweiser when I was a small child. Because I was like, Dad, what's that? And he's like, are you sure you want to try it? You're not going to like it. But if you know what it is, then you'll understand that it's not for kids. And he gave me a sip of it. And I was like, oh, it's so nasty. It's disgusting. I was like, oh my God, how can you drink that? I thought it was gross because I was a kid. Kids don't like beer, right? So, and it's true. After that, like as a child, I never had any desire to drink beer. Not once. Oh, my controller batteries are low. I was like, why is the vibration not working anymore? Because the controller batteries are low. So there you go. Philly Cheese did a super chat saying, in my spirits guide, do I drink beer? If I'm going to drink, I'll usually have a mixed drink. I usually do not drink beer. However, if I'm at a place, like for example, there's a restaurant or two around here that are known as like a brewery / restaurant, then I'll have like a craft beer or something while I'm there. But usually it would be a mixed drink. It is time to swap my battery. So hold on a second here. Putting this in backwards. Okay. Like, why won't the battery fix? I'm putting it in backwards because I'm a fucking idiot. That's why. The cat just did a super chat. Says, here's some free modding. Derek needs a timeout. Why does he need a timeout? He didn't do anything wrong. So, no, he does not. That food guy did a super chat. He says, any secret family food recipes you can share? Not really. My recipes, I've told you what I can do. I can make a pot of homemade Italian marinara sauce, right? I can do meatballs. Oh, shit. And I'm pretty good at making like warm sandwiches. Like if you want to see me like a grilled cheese with some deluxe stuff in it or panini sandwich, I'm pretty good at making those. And that's actually me. I've learned to do over the years myself. That's not a recipe that anyone taught me. I learned to make those. They're pretty easy. Outside of that, I can't really do much. So, okay. Did I get all the super chats? Yes, I've had sake when I was a teenager. I shouldn't have been drinking, but I had it and I hated it. I thought it was absolutely disgusting. Haven't had it since then, so I don't know if it's any good. I've only had it as an ingredient in dishes. Like my wife makes a nice Japanese beef bowl with sake in it, and there as an ingredient it seems to taste great, but I never just like had it by itself. Okay, so guys, FYI, a little over a half an hour left on tonight's stream. Okay, like maybe 40 minutes. We're at $71 in tips. We're very close to hitting the hat goal at 100. That would mean I put on the fisherman's hat, and you guys pick a new lure to add to it, all right? We're running out of time, and it would really be a shame that we're this close if we don't hit it, or we hit it very last minute, and then we don't have time for it, all right? So please consider, if you were already going to contribute via tipping, to do it sooner rather than later so we have time for a poll for these 4 lures. I have to show them to you again so you know what you're voting for and everything, all right? Thank you. Like everything, Derek. He says you had there was a lot of TMNT comic books in the Cowabunga collection, and you know you had a lot of them, but a lot you didn't. Right. I was collecting Ninja Turtles comic books for like 2 years, and then I kind of grew up from Ninja Turtles. I was still watching the movies and stuff, but I was collecting other things like X-Men and Spider-Man. I went into that. So when I went to that, I didn't really care about the Ninja Turtle stuff anymore. So it was kind of interesting to see how long those comics had continued, because I probably had maybe 30 issues, and you saw those went on to like 70 plus issues, so they went on several more years afterward. Remember, it was one issue a month, so that's a long time for. Oh, hello, hiya, how you doing, Mr. Ginormous Fishy Fish? I really want to catch that thing. I really want to catch that fucking thing. Okay? I wonder what lure it's going to bite. I should swap, huh? I'm going to try the frog. This John Rambo impersonator did another $2 saying, would I be in a boxing match with wings or review tech and how much money? No, I'm not stupid. I'm not a gimmick guy. All right? I'm not. I'm here to make meaningful content. I'm not some jackass who's going to perform a stunt to make some kind of a payday. It's stupid. You know, it's funny when we're building to a silly fisherman's hat when I'm fishing. It's pertinent. It makes sense. You put on a silly vest or whatever. I'm not someone who's going to suck cucumbers and kiss chickens. I'm not someone who's going to do dumb fuck stunts to make money. I'm a content creator that makes meaningful shit for my audience, okay? Boxing, this stupid YouTube celebrity boxing is called a stunt for money. It shows that you're basically a fucking whore who's going to sell out and do whatever just to make a buck. It's dumb. I'm not going to fight those guys. First of all, I would 100% train, get my old wind back that I used to have when I was younger, weightlift, box, and I would beat the shit out of them, okay? But I'm not going to fight them. I don't care about that shit. It's the dumbest thing ever. Why do I have to care about beating up another YouTuber? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I would never do it. It wouldn't matter how many people would challenge me to it. Remember fucking Alpha Omega Sin years and years and years ago? I had beef with him because he insulted me at the launch of Street Fighter V, saying that I rage quit in Street Fighter. He was like, oh, here's these assholes who are rage quitting and there's no punishment for it. You know, like they're like Dark Side Phil. I was like, what are you even talking about? I'm infamously not a rage quitter in fighting games. I never rage quit in fighting games. And then he's like, oh, well, rather than having a valid thing to say, he literally says to me, let's fight. Let's do a celebrity boxing match. And if ever I was going to do one, I probably would have done it then. And I thought about it, I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why the fuck would I beat up this fucking nobody for no good reason? Nothing to come of it. Like, it's the dumbest shit. I'm here to make content for my audience and have a good time with you guys in games. I don't want to beat people up. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I'm so far above that shit. Let everyone else do their little pranks. Let them do their little stunts. Let them do their little bullshit. And let them, oh, but you can cash in. Fuck that. I'm not here to cash in. I'm here to have a good time with you guys and make meaningful shit. All right? There you go. So that was what? $2? And then I just received a $27 tip from 52-pound striped bass. Yes, I did. And that is the biggest tip of the night. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. And with that, we have hit the hat goal for the night. We've done it. Okay? Awesome. Thank you to whoever that was, because obviously you wanted to remain anonymous. That means it is time for you guys to vote on a fishing lure. Are you guys ready for this? So, let me show you the 4 lures that are in the running for tonight, all donated by a fan. Ready? Lure number 1. It's called a Jam Fab Jig. It's a little neon-colored lure with a tail that's dual-colored neon pink and green. So that's the Jam Fab Jig. We've got the Gotcha lure, which is a very long, white lure with a neon-colored head and a red eye with 2 hooks. So Jam Fab and Gotcha. We've got the Hedon Torpedo lure, which simulates a chubby fish with spots and also has a tail that spins. See, that's kind of chubby. Torpedo lure. And then we've got the S Pro Bucktail Jig, which is a little golden-looking fish with a blue and white tail. Okay? So those are the 4 that are in the running. Let's go ahead and let's do the poll. Which lure should we add to the hat this week? Should it be the Jam Fab Jig? Should it be the gotcha. It's just called the gotcha lure. It's a long one. Should we get the torpedo? Or should it be the bucktail jig? There you go. So please vote. And then whatever wins, we're going to add to the hat. Here's the hat. Put it on for now. But once the vote's done, then we add it strategically to the hat so it stands out. Sadly, the frog is almost impossible to see on the front of the hat. That's what you guys voted for last week. No matter what, these are going to stand out a lot better. Okay, and thank you again to the fan who donated these. I really appreciate that. Okay. All right, so let's go back to the actual game now. Here we go. Nice. Was there any more super chats? Philly Cheese, the super chat saying, do you have fighting experience? Have I ever professionally fought? No. Have I actually fought people in real life? Yes, a few times. But not crazy amounts or anything like that. And I'm not a guy who likes to get into fights. In fact, back in the day, I was the one who always tried to defuse the fights. I'd be out with my friends and stuff, and they'd be drunk and trying to get in trouble, and I'd try to stop that shit from happening. Okay, here we go. Let's do this while you guys vote. What's hilarious is people are voting for the gotcha lure because they think it's funny, like gotcha games, because it's a dumb detractor meme. It's nothing to do with the lure. You fucking idiot. Has nothing to do with the fishing lure at all. You moron. Jeez, people are really that dumb. They really are. They're that stupid. It's pretty impressive. Okay. And that is correct. That is correct, Nathan. Yes, I'm not going to be mentioning contributions any further, like any goals. We do have a $150 goal for a vest. If we hit it, great. If not, I'm not going to worry about it. Thank you guys for the support you did give tonight. I will still shout out everything, and I'll add it up, but I'm not going to keep saying, oh, hat or whatever. If we hit $200 in tips tonight, I would add a second lure to the hat. But that's the only thing I'm going to say, and I'm not going to keep mentioning it, okay? Do you have any favorite Elton John songs? Oh, man. He has a lot of good ones, but man, for some reason, Elton John and Billy Joel, I always get confused, and I forget who's who. I always do. So then I say one, Shake It Like, I was like, oh, Piano Man. No, it's Billy Joel. What am I talking about, right? Rocket Man. Rocket Man is Elton John. That's a pretty good song. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. That's a good Elton John song. Man, I know Elton John does a lot of songs, and for some reason, they're not coming to mind right now. Quandale says, Elton John recently released modern versions of his old songs featuring modern artists like Dua Lipa and Britney Spears. I don't know who the fuck Dua Lipa is. I know who Britney Spears is. Who the fuck's Dua Lipa? Is that how you say it? Dua Lipa? Is that how you say their name? Do they have two sets of lips? That's why they're called Dua Lipa? Okay. Well, Steve Smith did a super chat saying, forget your bills, Mom. DSP needs a new lure. Yes, I'm sure that's what happened tonight. Many people told their mothers, don't pay bills, charge a tip so Phil can add a lure to his hat. That's exactly what happened, Steve Smith. Congratulations. You've gotten to the bottom of the mystery. It's like you were in the mystery machine and you got to Mr. Withers and you ripped the mask off his face and you revealed him for who he really was. Good job for you. What? The cat that is super chat says, this is your therapist. Kill John Lennon? What? It would be kind of hard to kill John Lennon. He's already dead. I'm not sure if you knew the cat. He's been dead for quite some time. Unless you want me to dig him up and kill him again. Dig him up, do a voodoo ritual. It goes, oh my, I'm back. Now I can do music to save the world. Wait, what are you doing? Oh! I can't kill a dead guy. All right, anyway. I don't know what's going on tonight. There's definitely something in the water. And I don't just mean the water of this lake. Thank you to the cat for the super chat. What is happening? All right, it looks like the gotcha lure is in the lead. However, it looks like the torpedo lure is catching up a little bit. I'll let it go for like another minute. But I definitely want to get the lure on there as soon as possible. So please keep voting. Oh, really? No Sleep Real Vibe says I was fishing today for real with his family at the beach. They call some small and big perch. Cool. I don't know if I've ever seen a real perch. Wow, you know what it is? This is the same guy. He's back. Wow, this guy took a break, and now he's back. That's pretty impressive. This is the same guy who has 10 accounts, 20 accounts, 30 accounts a night, and he hasn't been around for a while. I thought, gee, maybe the guy, got a life, or maybe went to jail or something. Maybe his mother kicked him out of his basement, but apparently he's back now with the 10 accounts a night. So, fucking idiot. X-Shooter to the Super J says, do you like Fireball? If you mean Fireball whiskey, woo! Fireball whiskey is the one that tastes like cinnamon, correct? I've had it. I think it was all right. I'm not in love with it or anything, but it is tasty. I actually like the flavor of regular whiskey or like whiskey and Coke or something. That's a catfish, isn't it? Oh, dude, I hope that's a catfish. We haven't caught a catfish in a while. I really hope this is a catfish. Stop straining my goddamn hook. I think it's a catfish. Oh, he's pulling my hook hard, man. He won't stop either. He's being a dick. Wow, he likes to strain this hook. What was that? Splash next to me. There's another fish lining up to knock me out of my boat. It's a setup. You try to catch this one, the other one jumps, smacks you right in the face. Yeah, he's pulling my hook, man. This is going to be a tough one. He's got no easy catch. He's like, oh, you think you're going to get me, huh, buddy? Look at him. Oh, he's flopping all around. I got him. Big old catfish. Oh, yes. Look at him. Beautiful. A channel catfish. Biggest one I've ever caught. 25 pounds, 9 ounces. That is a beautiful fish. Nice. I mean, it's no 53-pounder, but it's a monstrous, awesome fish. Very nice. So let's get X-Shooter up on the leaderboard. And I got another tip. And this one is from, excuse me, John Rambo to the $1.50. Says, I apologize. I wasn't trying to start any drama. A lot of YouTubers, streamers, and content creators are legit boxing. I know. It's pathetic. I'm never going to do that. You're never going to see me do publicity stunts. You're not. I don't do that shit. Okay. Gotcha lure. I guess because of the name, whatever. First of all, I got to be careful with this thing. Okay? Here it is. Hold on. Let's go back over here. The gotcha lure. Got to be careful getting it out of its case here. Its case. It's the packaging. 2 big-ass hooks in this thing. Look. Big hooks. So let me see how I can actually get this into the hat. You know, one of the hooks already is kind of caught on itself. And maybe that's good. Yeah, look. One of the hooks you can store in this little... it doesn't really work. Never mind. All right. We're going to see how I can get this on the hat. Hold on. Big D says, why do people vote on the gotcha lure just because of the name? I don't get it. Big D, what you don't understand is that there's a lot of very stupid people on the planet, and they do very stupid things. Once you understand that, and you kind of cope with it, you realize why a lot of stuff happens on Earth. Okay. So, I'm going to try to fit it next to the frog so it's easily viewable. Okay? Let's see here. How? If I can get the hook through... If I can get the hook through the hole, then I can easily get the lure through. The challenge is getting the hook through because the hook is a wide, kind of chubby hook style. I think I might have to go like this way to get it through. That's working. Okay, good. That's working. Oh no, I hooked the frog by accident. I accidentally hooked the frog. So I'm going to have to put the frog back after I get this guy in. Okay. So here we go. There it is. Actually, that looks really good. And now I got to put the frog over here. That looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks really good, actually. And then, where's the front? The front's here, so I'll put the frog right here. Okay. There you go. All right. Let's see how this looks. Ready? I just got to be careful taking this thing off. And remember, don't reach forward. I got to take it off from the sides because there's real live hooks there that can get me. There we go. How does that look? Stands out, right? Actually, it's falling. Oh, that's not good. It's falling through. There we go. Cool. You definitely see it, and then the frog's right next to it. See that? Cool. Very good. So, hope you like it. Stands out a little bit. I think the other ones would have stood out better, but at least you can see this one. It kind of looks like a cigarette. It looks like there's a cigarette in the hat, right? It totally does. All right, so there you go. Here's your gotcha lure that you guys voted for, the original gotcha lure. And after that, you know, we have other nice ones to add. And not that we're going to do this in the next 15, 20 minutes, but if we hit $200 tonight, you can add a second lure tonight, guys. But I don't think that's going to happen. Okay, excuse me. Shout out to G. Rockwell Lover, who tipped me $1.50 and says, "You know what Cat's favorite alcohol is? Is she going to appear in any streams before the end of the year?" I'll answer those in the opposite order. She is welcome to come to the streams whenever she wants. Whenever Cat feels like she wants to come and hang out, she can. She's always an open door policy and always welcome. However, she has no desire. You know, years ago, she came on stream. Shitheads completely made fun of her for really messed up, fucked up things they said about her appearance and shit. And because of that, she has no desire to ever come back. She's like, if this the few seconds that I'm on your stream, people are going to do that, why would I want to be a regular part of anything, right? Maybe one day that will change. But as long as people are complete scumbags to her on the internet, I don't think that's ever going to change. I think you'd have to see a major attitude shift from how things are today. Okay? Thank you for the tip. And the cat did another super chat and said, "Night Pimps, I enjoyed the stream. Can't wait to mod." I think the cat had just mentioned he became a moderator over on Wings of Redemption's stream. And so I guess he's going to mod for Wings. Maybe Wings just went live. I don't know. But, all right, Cat. Thanks for chilling tonight. And thank you for the support tonight. Okay. The frog's right here. The frog's right there in front of the hat as well. But the frog is tiny. Okay, channel catfish, awesome. Caught a ginormous catfish, very nice. Okay, we have about 15 minutes left, 20 minutes roughly. See how this goes, and see what else we can catch, if anything. Popsicle tipped $1.50. I haven't seen the M Bison hat in a while when playing fighting games, because we haven't really hit a hat goal while playing fighting games. If you have noticed, when I play old school Street Fighter every Friday night, we're not really hitting the $100 goal anymore. So that $100 goal, it's not eligible. And then, even then, I've had some new hats in the rotation recently as a result of me cleaning out my closet last month, and people seem to like to see the new hats over the Bison hat. I think we wore it once in the last like 2-3 weeks. The Bison hat once got voted in, but it was very rare. So that's correct, Quandale. Flight Simulator was like every stream. Everyone wanted to see it on Flight Sim. So this is like, oh, he's a pilot. It's a pilot's hat, right? Pilots wear that style of hat. All right, see what we got. A little longer fish. Could it be a walleye, perhaps? This might be a walleye. This guy is straining my hook, though. He's a fighter, for sure. There's nothing I can do about that. When he swims directly away like that, there's really nothing I can do to prevent him from straining the hook. I just have to get him to calm down and not pull as hard, and then I can catch him. See, I'm not doing anything, and he's straining the hook, and I'm not putting any pressure on that. He got caught behind the boat, didn't he? Yes, he did. It's this glitch that happens, where the fish gets stuck behind the boat. And I need to get him to get unstuck, or else I can't catch it. How they made a fishing game and didn't realize The fish goes behind the boat, the whole game glitches. Oh, I caught him somehow. Look at that. Are you kidding me? I didn't really catch it. They just gave it to me. All right. It is a walleye. I was correct. Very nice. All right. Thank you to Popsicle for the $1 tip. Someone's asking about gifted memberships. They currently don't work. I got YouTube looking into it and trying to get me an answer on why they don't work, because they always worked, and all of a sudden they just stopped working suddenly in the last couple of days, which obviously sucks, because we're at a situation here where we're trying to build up the memberships again after losing a ton last month for trolling, and now people can't gift them. They're trying, it doesn't work. So hopefully we'll get an answer soon. I don't know if we will, but they're trying to look into it. I guarantee you they're not going to say anything. They're going to give me a form letter response, and I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I almost guarantee it. Derek, I loved the DuckTales theme because I used to watch DuckTales when I was a kid. Pokemon wasn't until much later, so although I know the Pokemon theme, I'm not like I was not nostalgic about it or anything. Okay. Innocent Drowning Ant says it was interesting to hear me talk about addictions. Sadly, his friend's whole life ended up being ruined, but due to one kind. That's sad. That's sad. I hope your friend got the help he needed, man. Okay. Alright, I gotta be careful because now I have lures in my hat, and I have to be sure that when I have this hat on that I don't, like, jerk my head around and then the lures fly out and hook me. Because they do have real hooks on them. And that would be pretty painful, I bet. There is no surprise after Sunday Night Bites. The surprise was that there was 5 new lures added. Don't sleep real about 5s, but you missed it at the beginning. You joined late. Who is my favorite punk frog from TMNT? I don't know. There were only like 1 or 2 of the episodes of the television show. I owned one of them. I think I owned the one, his name was Napoleon Bonafrog. I think that was the one that I owned the action figure of. But I didn't really know much about them because they weren't on the show that much. Okay. Quandale says maybe consider filing down the hooks so they don't hook you. I guess I could try to remove the hooks too. Like I have tin snips. I could probably tin snip them off so that way they can't actually like get me. You know, the lure would still be on the hat, but it wouldn't necessarily be an effective lure anymore. Okay. It says there's a lot of fish left. I'm not seeing them, though. It's raining. You think maybe I'll get one? I don't know. Does Jasper eat fish? We get him treats that have fish in them. And the food that we give him, the dry food, has a large component salmon. It's actually a fish based on salmon as the main protein. Oh, look at that big one. Damn it. Get my other lure again. We certainly had a good fishing night tonight. Holy crap, did we catch some good ones, right? Oh, I'm going to try the booty shaker. We only tried it once, and it was too shallow, so it wasn't really working. This is more for, like, a deep lake. But I'll just give it a shot anyway. Derek, have a good night. He says, might be back tomorrow for Saints Row. Sounds good. Have a good night, my friend. Did anyone try to get it off the bottom? I don't know. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a bottom lure that they go for. Yes, we give Jasper wet treats. Oh! Apparently it worked. What kind of fish is this? We're about to find out. Perhaps a different kind, because this is a different kind of lure. I'm not sure. Nah, it looks like it might be a bass. It might be a standard bass. The big guy, though. Definitely a big fish. I don't think it's a 53-pounder, but looks pretty big. This is going to be a fight, you can tell. This is one that's going to take a while. The way that he's moving casually around. Oh, splashing. He's using splash tactics to distract me. How dare he? Oh my god. I'm barely reeling him in any because he's such a tough one. This is going to be the toughest one of the night. It might be tougher than the 53-pounder. Which is weird because I'm fairly certain this guy's not 53 pounds. He doesn't look that big of a fish. Not doing anything to strain the hook. He's doing it by himself. He's just pulling hard. A lot of this has to do with luck. Are we making any progress? I don't think he's getting any closer. He's swimming away. Jesus. This guy's an asshole. Come over here. Come over here, you son of a bitch. I got him. Oh, he's giant. I got an achievement. The Century Fish. Catch 100 fish in total. This is a giant striped bass, 25. So that's the third biggest striped bass. The biggest is 53, then 35. Now I got a 25-pounder. Damn. The Century Fish. Caught 100 fish in the game. Very nice. Pretty awesome, man. So this is actually a pretty effective lure. It worked, and it caught the biggest one, right? Let's try this. All right, let's try it. The fish looks delicious. I'm sure there's tons of meat on that fish, right? Tons of fillets, all kinds of shit coming off of that guy. I did not remove the frog. The frog was moved over here. He's over here on this side now. The frog is still on the hat. Darn. Didn't get anything's attention. Try again. I cannot gift memberships. You're actually not allowed to give memberships on your own channel. They don't let you. I looked at it and they're like, oh, it's your own channel. You can't do it. It actually says that. Flying Timer has tipped me $2. It says the following. So, it's been nearly 10 years since you did your retro replay of Fallout 3. You're right. I remember. It might have been exactly 10 years because it was actually, I was going on vacation. And I remember I was recording it, and I batch recorded it before the vacation, and then I timed the videos out to go live a few every day while I was on vacation. He says, you should replay it in your current streaming format, since I believe many of your parts have now been muted on YouTube. You're right, for the music, which I didn't expect to happen back then, that kind of stuff. Oh, I almost had a big fish. Back then, that kind of stuff, that stuff was not happening on YouTube. That was my first real experience with videos getting the content ID shit and getting muted and stuff. It was really annoying because I wanted all the music in the game, and then half the videos ended up being like muted over time. Yeah, I would definitely like to play Fallout 3 again. I think maybe the next, since we just played Elder Scrolls, likely the next Bethesda game we play, because we just did Skyrim, will be a Fallout. But I guess the question is, would it be Fallout 3 or would it be Fallout 4? Because Fallout 3 I've now played multiple times. And yes, you're right. Those playthroughs are outdated, and a lot of the parts are muted. You're absolutely correct. But I've only played Fallout 4 once, right? Oh, I got a trophy white bass, 4 pounds. Cool. So I guess it's up to you guys to think about what you want. And likely that playthrough would be next year. Either late this year, near the end, like we did with Skyrim. Start it in late 2022 and go into 2023 doing it. or next year. We'll see. But I'm down for that. I'd be totally down for a Fallout 3 run that's more modern with interaction with you guys. I never did an interactive Fallout 3 playthrough. And doing all the DLCs and everything with it, that'd be pretty neat, I feel. Okay. Yeah, homeless orphaned ant, you're being stupid. Stop trying to derail the stream and distract my attention for nonsense. Thanks. Have I considered using background music from games as background music for my streams? Why would I do that when I play all the audio of the games? I play all the audio of the games, so I wouldn't want to change the audio to be a different song or anything. Kevin, you have a good night. Thank you. Quandale, here's the deal. The Halloween event is supposed to be a members goal, but right now you can't even give memberships to the channel because they seem to be glitched. So it kind of sucks because what the intention was that tier 1 members goal was going to be the Halloween event happens. All right, I dress up in the costume, and you guys are going to be nominating and voting on games for the event, and members would get priority. I was going to have a tier 2 goal where if we hit that, then you guys get to vote on the kind of costume that I'm going to wear, and we do a react event to Rob Gavigan and his macabre and horror-filled YouTube channel. But now it seems like I can't even get memberships outside of people just buying them themselves or re-upping their existing. There's no gifted memberships. They're not working. So without that, I don't even know how the component's going to work. Like, I'd rather wait and see if it fixes itself, or if YouTube gets back to me and lets me know what the hell's going on, then, you know, that would be great. But outside of that, I don't know what's going to happen. So I can't really keep talking about it. I don't feel like there's a reason to until we get more information about what the hell's going on with this stuff, you know? Okay. Have a good night, Malcolm. Thanks for chilling with me. Yeah, I'm only going to do a couple more casts, and that's going to be a night, guys. Only a couple more casts here. No, Dave Baxter, they will not have to be horror-themed games, although obviously having some horror-themed stuff in a Halloween marathon makes sense. It does not all have to be horror-themed games. I don't have that constraint. Okay. Could be. Quandale says maybe they'll look at it and fix it after Labor Day weekend. You're right, because likely, sadly, they're not working tomorrow because it's Labor Day in the United States, a national holiday. So maybe they'll get to it on Tuesday. I don't know. It just sucks that, like, no exaggeration, 21 gifted memberships I would have had on the channel in the last 24 hours, and I didn't get them because they don't work. That's not my fault, and that's not your fault. YouTube needs to get their shit working, you know? JJNS, the only Splatterhouse game I ever played on stream was when they had a modern reboot of them over 10 years ago. And I did play the modern reboot game on stream. Now, it wasn't on stream, it was just for YouTube. This was before I was a streamer. I never played any of the old school Splatterhouse games, no. Okay. Yes, the Dark Pictures is making a game this year. It comes out in November. It does not come out in October this year. It's sometime in November. So I'll definitely be playing it, but it's not going to be in time for Halloween. Oh, come on! Come on, fish. The bait's right there. Bite it. Alright. We're going to do one more cast. JJ, have a good night. I don't know what if people are leaving before the stream's over. I don't know why. We're like adjourning after one more cast, and everyone's leaving. I guess it's a sign I should get out of here. Huh? If everyone else is leaving, I guess I should leave too. Alright. Here, let me do my last cast for the night. No, I'm not going to watch House of the Dragons. I can't. I don't have HBO Max. So how would I watch it? Snag, you fuckface. My last cast should not be a snag. I should get a fish. Come on. Episode 1 is free on YouTube. What's the point of watching just one episode? Alright. Okay. Nah, yes. And land this sucker. Oh, he got out of landing range. Darn, it would have been great to get him quick. Damn, he's a fighter. He does not want to be caught. He's going way out there with all his strength. This is another walleye. This will be our second walleye of the night. Yeah, he's all over the place. He will not let me land him. Shit. He's pulling my string like my string. He's pulling my line like crazy. Why is he such an energetic fighter? No, I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, he's fighting on his own, see? Oh, he went right to me. Yep, our second walleye of the night. Dude, we got a lot of good fish. Let's see. Let's see our tally for the night, shall we? Let's take a look. Is a trophy, a 10-pounder too. Wow. All right, let's end our fishing trip for the night here. And let's see what we got. It's going to give us our summary. We leveled up a lot. Oh, my God. Wow. We leveled up a big amount with that. Dude, we got 20,000 credits. We got an insane amount of credits from tonight, from fishing just tonight. Yeah. So here's our catch. Here's what we got to keep. We got the white crappie, a 3-pounder. That was a trophy, right? Thumbs up. I guess these are considered good ones. A largemouth bass. Striped bass, 53-pounder striped bass we got to keep. Spotted bass, that was 7 pounds, got to keep. Another black crappie, look at that. Where's other other trophy ones? Bunch of white bass. A channel catfish, 25-pounder. That guy was awesome. A 4-pounder white bass. Yeah, we got a lot of good ones. We earned a ton of currency. I think we only had like a couple thousand of that, and now we have 10,000. So we earned like a ton of currency tonight. God damn. Damn, awesome. All right. That was one of our, I would say, our best week, right? You take a look at overall how much I raised, how much I got. Those are the biggest fish, a high frequency of fish. That was a really good one, guys. All right, and also, guys, of course, awesome that tonight we got to add a new lure. We got the frog here, and now we got this gotcha lure here. And maybe next week we'll start adding other new ones, including the torpedo or the bucktail jig. We'll see. But guys, thank you so much. Great Bassmaster stream. Sunday Night Bites was a fun and interactive success. I hope you all had a good time with me. Until next time, awesome.